Hello, folks. This story was sent to me by a subscriber and is intended for educational purposes only. Thank you for watching. 800 mg Mescaline. The night the cactus talked back. I never expected a desert night to turn into the weirdest conversation of my life. But there I was, deep in the Arizona wilderness, armed with 800 milligrams of mescaline, and a spirit of adventure that was just naive enough to get me into trouble. I'd read about mescaline's reputation for colorful hallucinations and spiritual awakenings, but no guidebook prepared me for what happened when the cacti started talking back. The trip began with the usual mescaline signatures, the stars above twinkling with unusual brilliance, the moon casting elongated shadows, and the sand beneath my feet pulsing softly like a living heartbeat. The wind whispered secrets, or maybe it was just my mind tuning into a different frequency. Either way, the world felt alive in a way I had never experienced. I sat down beside a towering saguaro cactus, its arms stretching out like the welcoming embrace of some ancient sage. As I gazed up, the cactus began to shimmer, its spikes shimmering in kaleidoscopic colors. Then it spoke, not in words, but in a deep, slow hum that resonated through my chest. It was as if the desert itself was breathing and trying to communicate. Who dare sit by me in the night? The voice wasn't hostile, more curious, like a wise old friend waking from a long slumber. I blinked, unsure if I was dreaming or awake, but I answered, just a traveler seeking answers. The cactus chuckled, a sound like wind rattling through dry branches. Answers come at a price, friend. Are you ready to listen? I nodded, heart pounding with a mix of fear and exhilaration. What followed was a surreal dialogue about time, nature, and existence. The cactus told stories of ancient desert spirits and cosmic dances, of sand turning to stars and stars to story. Its voice wove patterns in the air, each word a brushstroke, painting a living mural of the universe. Suddenly, the nearby prickly pear joined in, its thick pads vibrating rhythmically, adding a melody to the cactus' deep voice. The desert chorus grew with creosote bushes and tumbleweeds chiming in, creating a symphony of plant wisdom that enveloped me. At one point, the saguaro leaned closer and whispered, "Do you see how all life, even the smallest grain of sand, is connected? How your breath is the desert's breath?" The realization hit me like a jolt. I felt myself dissolve into the landscape, my thoughts scattering like dust on the wind. The desert wasn't just a place. It was a living, breathing entity, and I was part of its endless story. Then came the weird part. The cacti started poking fun at me. The prickly pear teased about my earth shoes, my worn sneakers, and the saguaro laughed at my fear of getting pricked by its spines. "You humans are fragile but funny creatures," it said, "always so worried about pain when the real pain is not living fully." As dawn approached, the desert spirits began to quiet down, their voices fading into the morning breeze. I felt a deep gratitude for the night's strange communion, and a promise to never look at a cactus the same way again. Walking back to civilization, I caught myself smiling at the thought of telling people I had a heart-to-heart with a cactus. Would they believe me? Probably not. But that night, under the vast desert sky, I learned that sometimes the weirdest trips teach the deepest lessons.